Hello, my name's Katie and you may have previously seen me in a Numberphile video about the fold and cut theorem, which is a piece of maths which tells you that if you have any shape at all which has straight line edges, you can fold up a piece of paper and cut out the whole shape using just one cut. You may also have seen me at various times getting emotional about the fact that sometimes when people make snowflakes, they do them with 5 or 8 points, which if you talk to any chemist, you will know that snowflakes, because of the nature of the shape of the molecules in water and ice, will always or almost always have hexagonal symmetry, so 6 arms and nice rotations and reflections. And in fact, some people ask me quite often, is there a sort of the intersection of these two topics? So is it possible to fold up a piece of paper, make one straight cut and get a perfect hexagonal snowflake? And I guess I'm here to answer that question. So my first answer to that primarily is no, because if you try and fold up something as detailed as a snowflake, that is more folds than it is possible to put into a piece of paper. You very quickly find that you're just sort of bending it rather than actually folding the paper. But you can do it if you use something very thin like tissue paper to start with. So I thought I would share with you a little method for doing this if that is something you wanted to try and do. So to do this, to start with, you're going to need a piece of tissue paper, just a square bit of paper. We're going to start by folding it in half, just along the middle like this. And now we need to fold it into 6, so we need this part to be folded into thirds. So to do this, we can kind of just eyeball it, because if we make a fold like that, that's sort of roughly in the right place, the part over here should have the same angle as the part on here. And you can kind of judge that by eye. If you get it in the right place, then when you fold the other side back, it should all line up nicely. Now we've done that, we've got what here is actually a 1/6 of the snowflake. So there will be 6 copies of this going all the way around the shape. And if we look at a picture of what we want this to look like, here's a picture of a snowflake, you can see each of those 6 bits has a line of symmetry down the middle of it. So that means that we're going to need to fold this thing in half down the middle. So we can make a fold down the middle of that there. And at this point we need to remember which side the fold is on. So we've got our folded side and that side is open, and we need to remember which one is which. So let's remember what the shape is we're trying to achieve here. We've got this kind of bit coming up, a bit sticking out to the side diagonally, and then the last bit going up at the top there. And what we actually need is this bit, the sticky out bit, to have its centre line lined up with the centre line of the vertical bit. So in order to do that, we can fold that centre line up to match that centre line. And having done that, there's now 2 more folds we need to do. We need to take this outside edge here backwards, so we need to fold it away. And then in order to make that extra little bit sticking up, we need to bring the other side halfway back. So just folding the top bit back onto itself. Now that will give us the right angles, but it's going to give us these end bits sort of going off, not square. So in order to make these kind of right angle square bits on the ends of the pieces, we need to fold effectively a 45-degree angle, but making that bit go kind of 90 degrees there, and the same thing on that other bit. And now we just need to make one straight cut along, so you can see there the line that you can see a little bit of, it's basically parallel to the outside edge. So that line parallel to this edge. And if we make a cut along that line, hopefully, this will give us a nice 6-pointed snowflake. And I will unfold this. So be careful at this stage because this is quite a fragile object. I will unfold the shape, and hopefully at each stage I'll be able to see like a 1/6 of a snowflake or a 1/3 of a snowflake. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking like we might have something snowflakey going on here. And I've just got to unfold this. This one's a little bit thin. And it depends exactly where your line lands, kind of what thickness of pieces you'll get here. But hopefully, if that has all worked, I think we've got something approximating an actual snowflake. And in fact, that is a perfect 6-sided shape made out of tissue paper. So if you want to make your own paper snowflakes, send me a picture. I'm on Twitter @Steck. Send me a tweet with a picture, or comment in below and let me know what you've managed to do. But hopefully that will give you a 6-pointed snowflake with 1 cut.